Hello. If it does it again, we won't worry about it. We'll just have to, I'll have to go offline and I'll have to see if I can fix OBS because it isn't anything else. The fact that it's doing it both on hotspot and on internet is concerning. I think it's the computer that's having issues. How are you? I am good. It's Kira. How are you? Hi. Sorry, we're having connection issues at the moment. I don't know why. This is like the third time it's just OBS has just completely lost hope. Lost connection entirely. It doesn't even drop frames. It doesn't even drop frames. It just dies. It just dies. So if it does it again, I think we'll have to I'll have to throw my computer into a river. I don't know what else to do. It shouldn't be doing this, that's for sure. There shouldn't be. I'm not even playing anything online. This is an offline game. I'm just staring at it, but like every time I like start it, it'll do it again. Maybe.
Stanley, someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
It's not the interwebs because I switched to my hotspot and my hotspot is fine. And it's done this twice to me now.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to... Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
Yeah,
it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices?
I haven't seen you in a while. How are we going?
Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken.
Oh my god, I'm a real
person.
person.
This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
I know how to make safe decisions. Oh.
Choice.
Oh.
It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous.
Oh.
For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice.
Okay.
He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense. And at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
I'm supposed to have a... what?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8?
I think everyone makes
and
more
finally,
than 8 choices
if you begin
a
to
day.
wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Okay.
Ah, welcome back.
Oh my
You
gosh.
may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago.
Okay.
And see what the correct thing to do would have been.
Okay.
This way, please.
Show me what the correct decision would have been. Do I keep going this way?
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we
not
can't
there
have you
anymore.
jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the
things
story.
around. I have
That story
bars
would
now.
make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
I think a lot of us aren't really equipped to deal with reality, narrator. To be completely honest with you. Well, I just keep going.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Really? Really? Are you
Now
gonna let me
remember,
come back?
all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
But I want to enter the one on the right.
No! Why did you do
Oh my
that?
God.
Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Can I go back? Oh my god, it looks bad. Oh my god, it's warped. How do can I get back in? What happens? What can I do? Okay, nothing happens. I guess I just go back. Oh!
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever.
I can't get up.
I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work?
This is a clear staircase, let me up.
What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
No, you don't. Let me get up here first. Oh! Oh!
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you?
I already know there
You're
is.
a child.
I am.
Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious.
I saw that ending.
It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, I want to go into the right one just because it's funny, but I'm scared, so I'm turning my light off.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Oh!
Behave exactly as Stanley would.
That
means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
If I just keep entering the one on the right, does it just completely destroy him? No, nothing happened.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Oh!
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Oh my god, it's
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Let me go backwards.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right. The right. The right. The right door.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly.
Okay, I think I have to go into the left one. Nothing changes.
The story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, I'll go to the left. I'll do it. I'll do what you want me to do.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay. Wouldn't let me in this time. Oh,
coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ah, they blocked it off. They won't let me in the bathroom. Fine. Oh!
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah.
Stanley spoke the code.
I am speaking
Night
the
Shark
code.
115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Speaking.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you?
No,
Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Hello? Can he not hear me?
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had
'Cause
a
you
choice,
made
you know.
me.
You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
I can't.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley?
Stanley?
Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please.
Stanley?
I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right?
What?
Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a
Wait,
decision.
that's it?
It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both
Wait,
correct.
wait,
You cannot be
that's
wrong here.
not
We can
it.
work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do
Oh my god,
something.
my alarm's going off.
Anything. This is more
The
important
Matrix
than
is
you can ever
broken. This is
know.
more important than you will ever know.
I need
I have
this.
I have ceased to
Story
exist. I have
needs it.
become third person. What is it called
So,
when you like see yourself from far away? I've like
Are you there?
what's it called? There's
You're
a certain
listening to
word
this?
for it.
Stanley, are
Where you like
there?
you
Okay.
distant yourself
Just
from your
here,
body
wait.
and you see yourself.
You need time to decide.
Sort of.
Time
This
to
is
make
like
sure
that,
your
but
choice is correct. That
I'm
is the
dead.
best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
Oh my god.
Take as much time as you need.
And take as much time as you need. Oh, Stanley.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Figurine Finders Committee meeting today. I need to find the figurines.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and
I know
Stanley
where
knew
there's
it
another
perfectly well.
where there's another Stanley.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee
figurine
lounge first,
Stanley.
just to admire it. The lounge was sublime,
I know
a
where
work
it
of
is.
art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I also haven't gone down that elevator yet, and I need to do that in another
Stanley
run.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
There it is. I'm going to get the figurine whether you like it or not, narrator. I'm here.
Another miniature Stanley figurine.
Yay!
This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands? Stanley
Mini
things.
stands.
What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
How are we, Corbin? How is everybody? I hope we're having a good morning, evening, afternoon, and night. I feel like I'm gonna die if I jump down here. But B is open, so I'm really considering jumping down. Because I could just walk out of Dock B. Stanians? Oh god, can I walk down? Is that gonna be, am I gonna die if I jump from this height? Probably, let's be honest. I'll probably die jumping from this height. Oh. What the?
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten
Oh, shit.
path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the
Hello?
office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. You didn't think I was actually just a recording,
Oh.
did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights.
Well,
How much more exciting you must find the world than
well,
the rest
really,
of us do.
it's not all that fun and games.
Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
But narrator, aren't you free? I'm so confused. Who is the narrator?
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
Surely I was mistaken. Let me go back in and check.
No, the orders were still missing. For now.
They are still missing. So Stanley is sure that that is the case.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
I need to go
he
this
entered
way.
the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first,
I do want to stop
just
by
to
the
admire
employee
it.
lounge, and then I want to go down that
Standing
elevator.
now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight
to go
ahead
down
to the
big red
opposite door,
button.
and got back on track.
Big red button.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
In order to get back, he needed to,
From here, it's, left.
From here it is left? It is left?
Oh, no.
What?
No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Right?
No,
Oh, no, not the right.
Not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
Which way
it's
is it?
clearly... Oh, dear. Would you hold on for a minute, please?
He's not sure. Fuck.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left,
Right,
down...
left, down, left, right.
Yep. Okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
What, in front with the truck?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Aww. Hello, Bog. How are we going? I don't know any other endings.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I don't know any other
Stanley
endings.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What have I missed? What kind of endings have I missed, chat? Have I forgotten to do something? Have I gone the wrong way?
When Stanley...
Oh, God.
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
I didn't.
Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Let's find a story. I like your thinking. Let's find a story. Let's go. Oh. Let's find a story. Whichever way we go will be a new adventure for everybody. And I'm a little scared because this reminds me of the back rooms and I don't know where I'm going. Oh, we're back.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this.
Oh my god, I'm back.
Okay, let's give it a shot.
I went
Why
a different
not?
way. Oh my god. Were those files here before?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Am I hallucinating? Or does this just not look... Oh
Okay,
god!
yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Alright. Have we missed anything? Is there a... What have we missed?
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Oh god.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our
The
steps.
illusion of choice. Oh. No! Where am I?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building.
What is this?
Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
I win!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
I did win fair and square.
Okay.
I confused you to the
I'm
point
getting
when you
weirded
know
out
we're
by
gonna know where
whatever
we're
this
supposed
place
to be.
is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Oh god. Oh god. Restart, restart, restart.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost,
Okay.
I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
A trademarked line. Oh, I'm going this way now? I can go in here?
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no
HSP?
story there?
Is a
Or to put it
HSP
another
gonna
way,
help you get
is
out
the
of
story
being
of no
sick?
destination
Oh god,
still
it
a
goes up the
story?
wall.
Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is
HSP
inevitably
gonna
conjured
help?
into
Oh,
being
God.
via the very manifestation
gosh,
of
it's
the
gotten a
nature
bit
of life itself?
crazy
Whoa.
in here.
Hang on. That got a bit weird back there.
Gotta be
Well, I'd like to
weird.
apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
Jeez, okay.
You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
I like this music.
Wait, cut the music.
What?
Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. Okay. What about the fan?
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Oh,
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Well, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
oh god. Okay.
You know what, Stanley?
Oh.
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own
That's
story?
what I'm saying.
Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we
Nothing's
simply
scary,
start
though.
wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
You're gonna be taking me somewhere scary.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Please be a good story.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge
The
it.
line's
and we
not
should be
bad. I
fine.
like the line. I like the line. Oh. Alright, well. Goodbye, line.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where
Are we
we're
getting
trying
dizzy
to
yet?
go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination
Oh my God, that's
corresponds
way too
with
dizzy
the
for me. I
counter-inverted
can't keep
reverse
walking in a
door's
circle.
origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're
Oh my
going?
God, this narrator's never
And
done a
since
choose
the
your own
answer
adventure
is
game,
clearly
has he?
yes, then by
This
all
narrator doesn't
accounts,
know what the fuck he's
door on
doing.
the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Alright, this door. The confusing ending?
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me
First restart,
that's
second
what this
restart,
is?
fourth restart,
It's all
fifth
one
restart,
giant
sixth
ending?
restart, seventh restart.
And we're supposed to restart the game
into blackness,
eight
find a bookstore, get bored and
times?
leave. Narrator restarts the game.
That's really how all this goes?
After a long time, Stanley
It's
dies.
all
Find the line again,
determined?
we've been following, find an identical
So now,
replica of
according to the
office.
schedule,
Attempt
I
to make the
restart
story.
again.
Here, narrator
Then what?
restarts the game.
Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank
So this
simply
is where
because
we're
it's
up
written
to.
here on this
It's no
this
longer an office,
thing.
just blank black
wall.
space.
Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to
Find a
decide?
bookstore, get bored
Why
and
don't
leave.
I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's
This is
going on.
philosophy
I
music.
don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a
I'll sit
kind
on
of
this chair
story.
while I
Wouldn't
wait.
you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Oh! I'm scared. I'm scared. Where am I?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it... The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away
bucket is gonna
as
help
Stanley
me.
embraced the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest
Entered the
and
door on his
entered
left?
the door on his
Okay.
left.
We're going the right way. Please, bucket.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked
Oh, does
upstairs
that mean I went
to
the
the
wrong way? I should
boss's
have gone
office.
right. Oh, right?
Stepping
I'm
into
so
his manager's
confused,
office,
man. I'm
Stanley
so
was once again
confused.
stunned
Was I
to
supposed to do the
discover not
wrong
an
thing?
indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
Have I done this?
Yes.
I've done this wrong by doing it right.
Logical explanation. Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figleys. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Okay, back. Damn, I think I've done the wrong way. I've done the wrong thing by doing the right
Stanley
thing.
and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Oh.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Me and my bucket.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do
even though it's
or
not
not want to
out.
do in the first place?
I feel like I had done that ending wrong and I should have gone with the right door instead of the left door.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never!
Never!
He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
The bucket is my friend who would never betray me.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
Is that a Stanley
or
figurine?
sad or
No, it's a
content.
light. Damn.
Walking, eating,
I got
working,
excited.
all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket
So gotta
would
say no.
dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends. Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
Hello, Anochi. How are we going?
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support.
Has a little cut in it. It's annoying me so much. It gets caught on my clothes.
Wait, what was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
We're having a good morning, evening, afternoon, and
Unbearable
night.
silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty. Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the
I can't
face.
take the bucket
This
with me.
building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket.
Please, I need my bucket.
Go to any lengths not to part with the bucket.
Please.
No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms.
Please.
Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now,
My sentient
he was
bucket.
about to find out.
He was showing me bird pictures earlier. If I click yes and keep the mind control thing on, the bucket just shows me a bunch of pictures of birds.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself.
Great.
This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
Oh, okay, apparently I'm happy with this. I am happy to be alone. I need to find more endings, but I'm not sure which ones I have not done yet.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I think I've done literally all the endings. I can't think of anything else that I need to do. What else can I do? Maybe, oh god. The heaven ending? No, I don't think so. What is something that I haven't done yet? Look for every computer in the entire game and keep pressing inputs? Okay. Oh, I've got to think outside the box with this game, don't I? I've done the confusing ending.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I did the ending where I did stuff wrong. I went down and got the figurine.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
So I went in here, and then I went down the elevator. There are like 6 endings before the door choice? Oh my god. The first door on the left.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section,
I did go down
walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Can I climb things? I did go down here before. I did go down here. But if I keep going this way, can I then just go back? It will allow me to just go backwards? I won't go down again, but I want to go this way. Oh. Yeah, I did that. So I don't know what they're called, but I did the ending where the bucket shows me birds. I did the ending where I break the entire game, like everything just breaks. Reset? Okay, I'll reset. I did the ending where the narrator is like, I think the narrator's a recording. I did the one where I unplugged the phone. I unplugged the phone.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Did I accidentally turn it off? Didn't mean to turn it off. Input received. The rocket ship ending? No? Oh my god, what am I doing wrong? Input, I did input, but nothing else is happening. Input received. Off. Yeah, what do I input received? Where the urinal becomes a no? I haven't even been to the urinal. Haha, 420. This is flashing pink. Input received. What does that mean? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? This is where I make two choices. I don't want to go that way. These are all off. Oh! There are a number of computers before the door choice and you need to input on them. Okay, let me reset. I think me resetting isn't gonna destroy the game, it's only when the narrator resets. Okay, so which computers are on? That one's on. Oh!
Hi Stanley, just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
Huh? But this isn't my desk though. So I need to input. This is so confusing. Thank you, random lady, for all that stuff. I'm not yeah, there's no way I'm fucking remembering any of that. Text it to me. Text it to me. As if I'm gonna remember. I remember a thing of sugar, coffee beans, bread, spaghetti, dish soap. Fuck, I turned it off. Fuck, I accidentally just turned it off. Oh! Awaiting input. Disco party? No? What? Now this one says awaiting. Now it says nothing. I don't know how to do it. Now this one says awaiting input. Oh, input received. Huh? Could someone please tell me what the fuck I just did differently to put another input received? Do I go there and then I go here? There's another one? You mean in here? This one? Oh. Oh fuck. I've clicked every single one that is on. It's an order thing. How the hell there's no... What, numbers? Am I ordering it by numbers now? What the f... Hello Destiny, how are we going? Next one is in the boss's room? Oh my god. Okay. Okay, go into the boss's room. I can do that.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
And then the last one's at like the mind control facility, I'm guessing? Yes, I know. And then I go up.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. And then I go to his... Oh. Nope, not this one.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
What, where
Shocked,
is his computer?
unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What
He
dark
doesn't
secret
have a
was being held
computer.
from him?
I've
What
done
he
it
could not
wrong.
have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin
Sorry,
number.
I'll go into the bathroom on the next run.
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
I missed the rocket ship ending. That's okay. I'm trying to do the computer one first, and I'll do the rocket ship one later. Desk outside. Oh my god. Oh my god. You're sending me through a maze, and you're getting it wrong. Thank you for the head patties. Okay.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it?
Wait,
Is this Stanley's office?
Is this my office? Okay, so that one? And this one? Where does it say input? There is no one that says input. None of them say input received. Okay, I'm doing the urinal one. I don't understand this computer one at all.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
Let's
doors,
go to this
he entered the door
rocket
on his
ship
left.
urinal.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm up. I'm going to the bathroom. Executive bathroom.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one. And then the first
Yay.
number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then.
No, something
different
will
in the
happen.
sense that we
Something
used to
should
have
happen.
none of them. And now we
Where
have
is
them
the
all.
last one?
You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
Because the boss knows that the boss says goes, if the bosses suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Am I supposed to do something here? Try jumping? Oh my god, Kevin, I cannot physically jump in this game. Wrong game, Kevin, wrong game. What am I doing here? There's nothing for me to do in here. Oh, I can crouch though, apparently. I didn't know I could crouch. Oh shit, I'm stuck. How do I... What do you mean? I don't know what's happening. What rocket ship ending? Let me go to the bathroom. Maybe there's something I should have done before this. Is there a button I have to press or something? Something I am unfamiliar with. Awaiting input. Oh, I have to reset. Oh, okay, wait, I reset and then every time I see a computer, input received, input received, input received. Okay, I'm getting it now. Yes, I know, what a surprise. This is not new for me, don't you worry. Show me rocket ship. Show me the ship. Show me the ship. Show me the ship. There is no ship. While you're looking it up, I'm gonna reset again so that I can get all of these I can get all of these computers working. So is there a computer in this one? There is no computer in this room, is there? I don't think so. It's just an elevator. So if we reset, and then I think if we go to the...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I think if we go to the big area, the big mine
When
control
Stanley
place,
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I think that's the next computer, but other than that, I don't know, because it needs 2 more inputs. How can we find them? I will find them, don't you worry. There's one more. I'm convinced.
Coming to
I'll
a
find
staircase,
this.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yes. Yeah, where's the other
Stepping
input?
into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover
hoping it's
not
here.
an indication of
I'm
any
following all
human
the
life. What could it
434
mean?
and
Stanley
Stanley's.
wondered aloud to nobody.
Also, we don't
He
even
began
need to be...
wildly-
Okay, wait, hold on. 434 and my desk. Where's 434?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Input
Perhaps he
received.
had simply missed a memo.
Restart. This is too hard for my brain. Imagine trying to find this on your own. Is this what heaven looks like? Oh my god. Oh my god. Buttons. Oh, buttons. It is heaven. Oh, it is heaven. All the buttons I could ever want. Do I have to turn all of these off? What happens if I turn all of the buttons off? It just resets. But can't I turn all the buttons off? There's gotta be at least an achievement for that, surely. Painstakingly going through all of these buttons and turning them off. Oh my god, I'm getting dizzy. Alright. The heaven ending. And something about the... Okay, so now I can do that. That's fantastic.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
I love that the game just starts again. With a different narration every time it starts the game. I don't really know where I'm supposed to go or what I'm doing. You said something about a toilet rocket ship. And I am unfamiliar
When
with
Stanley
that
came
ending.
to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I have entered door and left. And yes, I will find the stupid... Yeah, how do I
Coming
do
to a
it?
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm stupid, I need help. Is there a key somewhere? You go in and out of the boss's room before the door closes.
The moment...
Oh. The moment. Hello Frank, how are we going? Oh, there's a disco party alt I haven't found yet. I can now backtrack. But doesn't that have to do with this? That doesn't have to do with the toilet at all? What do you mean I can now backtrack? I can just go back? What do you mean the rocket ship ending? Am I doing this wrong? Am I just going completely the wrong way? I just go back to my room? You are now leaving. Escape pod. Oh God, I can't see anything. Clicked all 435 times. I'm in a loop, chat. I'm in a loop. How do I get out of the loop? How do I get out of the loop? Oh, the floors are increasing? Oh, I'm stupid. Oh, 759, okay. I just gotta keep going up. Oh my God, it is so hard to see. Escape pod launch bay. Hello? Where am I? Oh!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meet. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy? Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks? Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
I will click it 1,000 times.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
50? Alright, bet I can do that. 50?
No. I'm still not feeling it.
Oh
I want
God.
this trophy to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see
That was
commitment,
hustle.
a
Are you
willingness
kidding
to
me?
go
My thumb
all
is
the
full.
way no matter the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Okay, where's 417? Where's door 417?
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437? Where's 437? Is that back here or am I stupid? 28, 29, 30. 437.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now,
I'm
door
trying to
415.
think.
Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
4:15. Where's 4:15? This is fun. This is gameplay right here, just clicking on doors that will never open. 4:15?
Now, back to door number 437.
He's taking way too much time, way too much joy out of watching me do this.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Where's the copy machine?
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Where's 417? I've already lost here.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
419's desk. Alright, there.
Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
He's getting so into it.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
Copy machine. Can do, buddy. I will go to the copy machine.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430. Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley.
I got
Nothing
it.
could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come
I'm
today.
very proud, narrator. Thank you for that. That was a love. I felt good for that achievement. He sounds so happy to be here. Inochi, how do we get to the disco ending? How do we do the disco? What do we do for that one? Because I feel like we've gotten to most endings. If you guys want to see me play most of the endings in this game when I first start, I did another stream probably like end of last week. It's fun that exactly. See how much fun he has when we don't follow the rules. He has way more fun when we don't follow the rules when we do follow instead of when we do follow the rules. But I don't think I've missed anything. Following the narrator all the way to the monitor room. Oh yeah, when I couldn't
When
figure out
Stanley
how to
came
do
to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
the stupid when you click yes for the mind control thing. Yes, I am getting all of them. Don't worry. Don't stress.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Hello, Toast. How are we going? Welcome in. Hi.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned
look,
to
his dad's
discover
here.
not an indication of any human life. What could it mean, he wondered?
2,
Desperate for answers,
8,
he began turning the
4,
room over looking for clues
5.
that might unravel the situation. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
I am
That
dual
kind of
streaming on Twitch. I
anxiety
am
isn't
Frank. Yeah,
healthy.
sorry. You'll
So
see
he
me say hello to
relaxed for a
people
few moments with some
that
calming
you
new
can't
age
see in
music.
chat, and vice versa. Just wait patiently before taking the elevator up when you arrive to the monitor hall or the elevator. Okay.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the
Some lovely
open
elevator music because I
passageway.
was going too fast. Alright, I already got the Stanley figure from here. Shit, let me down, please. Doing well. That is good. That is good. Good to hear. I hope everyone's having a good morning, evening, afternoon, and night. It is Tuesday for me at the moment, but it might be Monday
Stanley
night
walked straight
or
ahead through the
Tuesday,
large
very
door
early in
that
the
read
morning for some of
Mind
you.
Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he
Imagine
have the
the
strength
electricity
to
bill
find
on
out?
this place. Okay, so I just keep walking until I go up the elevator. Just having a look around.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's
Tuesday morning getting ready
co-workers.
for work.
The lives of so many
yeah, I know some people
individuals
it's very
reduced to
different.
images on a screen. And
Their
Stanley,
time zone to my
one of
time
them,
zone. I apologize.
eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Okay, so we just sit and wait. Can I press the button again? I can't press the button again. Well, I hope you have a good day at work. I wish I could read this. Employee. Is there someone on the monitor anywhere? Anybody? Oh, third button then wait. Oh my bad, I forgot that there was a third button. Getting ahead of myself. Too many endings in this game.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe it couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Mayhaps. Oh, that's where I was up there. When you follow the line and the line takes you to have a look at the monitor hall, you're up there. Ah. See, a good gamer would be like, oh, I can get up there. How do I get there? No, me, I just don't. I don't think about that stuff. Like in Elden Ring, people are like, you're supposed to figure out like, oh, that place looks cool, let's go there. No, I get lost. And I don't move. If I get lost, I'm not going to try and get further lost and attempt to backtrack. Alright, we're just going to leave. It won't let me leave. Oh my god! That scared me! Secrets! Go secrets! Never give up on your dreams! Secret room, you get me! Secret room! There's no doing that! Never gonna be regret! Secret! Can I still go up?
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept his own life in someone else's control. Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Is there a way to
Had he truly spent his
complete
entire
these
life
buttons?
utterly blind to the world?
So like these buttons
But here
here.
was the proof, the heart of the operation.
I like
Controls
Jackalope, how are we
labeled
going?
with emotions.
How do I turn this on?
Happy
Can I turn this
or
on? Is there,
sad
like
or
buttons that I can
content,
press?
walking, eating,
keep
working,
this on?
all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Is there a way to be able to do this correctly? Last time I just mashed buttons and nothing happened. I don't know how to do this one. I thought I was doing what it told me to do, but on.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I did.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself? Is that what you wanted? Control?
I was happy.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. turn the controls off,
Oh,
and
really?
leave.
It's self-destruction.
If you want to throw my
damn.
story off track, you're going to have to...
Alright, we'll start again. I can't win, damn it. I thought I could mind control myself. Alright, what else can I do? What are other endings?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
There is an ending with the narrator sings?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door
How
on
am
his
I
left.
missing all these endings? What if I just stand here and don't pick a door? What if I just don't pick a door? Is he gonna let me? Quite a few of them change if I have the bucket with me. Alright, fine. Bye, Frank. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. Oh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What
Stanley
the?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Mr. Memo? What the fuck happened here?
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms.
Why are
With the
there
bucket in his
papers
arms
everywhere?
again, he was home. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I'm going on the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
The bucket was wrong.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No. We want to go this way.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Okay, I already went down there and I can't do anything. Go to the cargo lift.
Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Okay,
Stanley
I'll
did
listen
not
to the
question
bucket.
why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
I will listen
It
to
should
the
have
bucket.
alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk.
Yes, he can.
But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
I will do what the bucket tells me to do.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Cold feet.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
I can go down that way, yeah. Bucket! Press O to take me to work with you.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Now take me back home with you, yes sir.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Or press square to go back to work.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think. It can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different
My Discord
location.
isn't open at
That's
the
it.
moment in order to
It doesn't do anything else.
space on my computer in order to stream, but you're welcome to if it's relevant to after stream, unless you're trying to tell me how to do this ending. Don't listen to the loud man. Press O for us to go back home.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
To ignore anyone in your life except for me.
It's sad.
Oh God,
I suppose he doesn't need me anymore.
It's scary now.
From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket,
now.
this sort of shiny
All
bucket.
the endings?
Well, I'll give it
okay,
this. The
maybe
bucket
it'll
does
work.
have a
I
nice
tried
shine
it on my
to it.
phone, but I don't really know how to get there. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Press it to go back home.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket.
I suppose on closer
It's just a
inspection,
little
isn't it?
more,
Looks a little more,
what am I
what
trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid.
Ooh, jazz.
Like it would be better
with
at
a
moving an
bucket.
amount of water from one room to another.
To relive the same day with me over and over again.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better
Bucket.
at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which
Oh my
it's
God.
so much more than just a regular
Step
bucket?
backwards off the lift before it goes up.
Oh no. I'm having feelings.
Oh.
For the bucket. No, 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 no. What's going on?
Oh,
Why
okay.
do I want to be with the bucket?
Why do you
Hear
want to
what the
be
bucket has to
with the
say. Do anything it asks. What's
Because I
wrong with
like
me?
the
I don't
bucket. The
understand.
bucket is me, I am the
Perhaps
bucket.
if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation. Stanley, give me the
Stanley,
bucket.
give me the
Give it to me. Give me the
No,
bucket, Stanley.
no,
I
no,
need
it is
it.
my bucket.
Give it to me now. Give it, or I'll...
It is my bucket. Frank, thank you for subbing to the YouTube. Thank you so much. We're back to work, Stanley. Thank you for subbing. Thank you. Gracias. Ah, shit. Ah, shit.
All of his co-workers, Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone. Not with Stanley clutched the bucket tightly
Entered
to
the
his
door on his
chest.
left, now I'm
And
going to the
this was
right.
not the correct way to the meeting room. But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to
Felt
him,
the bucket
telling
calling
him
to him,
that the
telling him that the
employee
employee
lounge
lounge
was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be
And then we
correct?
looked through.
Was no, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go
Not
back
going
to the
that
meeting
way.
room.
We're going this way.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the
Rex,
meeting
this is
room.
the
Go
speed
somewhere
runner
else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there.
Go, go,
to the
go.
cargo
Go where,
lift.
bro? Go where?
Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top.
Do not stop
There's something up
moving.
there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why
I'm
or
kind of
how this
fucked
bucket was
because
speaking to him.
I went
It should
the
have
wrong
alarmed
way.
him, of course, because
I went
buckets
the
can't
wrong
talk.
way.
But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact.
Don't worry, I've
He
gotten
was firmly
access to this
convinced that the
place
bucket
before,
had spoken
so
to
I'm
him,
not too
and
worried
he
if I
unthinkingly did whatever the bucket
fail.
asked.
I have gotten to the that section before, so what, I just have to keep moving all the way to the end?
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets
buckets.
past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the
Okay,
bucket here?
speedrunner ending
Unless-
noted. So I just
What if the
literally just
problem is
keep
that you
running no
actually
matter what I
don't
do.
know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that
Suppose
would
you would
explain a
explain
lot
a
about
lot
your
about
behavior
your
up to this
behavior up to
point.
this
Which,
point.
if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This
How are we
misunderstanding
going?
could have
Okay, so I
dire
have to
consequences
speed
on the
run until
entire
the
rest
end,
of
like
the game
as
if not
in the
addressed
right
quickly
ending
and
or the
properly.
bad? Because like
So much
if
of
I
the
get to the
impact of
boss's
the story
office,
is
I have
dependent
to
on
stop
your
to put
understanding
things in
of
the
what
keypad.
is and isn't a
So
bucket.
how does one
Please,
speed run
step in here for a moment.
without not moving? Let me through.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or
Sorry,
is
Nochi.
not
I think
a bucket.
your YouTube comments
Okay,
are a
let's
little
begin.
bit delayed for me.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Item 2. Is this a bucket? Incorrect.
What?
It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket,
It's 6
not an
a.m. Oh
actual
my god, Rob,
bucket.
please go to sleep. Please go to sleep. Good night. Have a good sleep. I hope you enjoyed stream. I
3.
apologize that it cut out a
Is this
couple
a bucket?
times. This is a bucket.
Correct. This is a bucket.
Have a good sleep. I'll see you next stream. Oh,
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
no.
Correct. This is a tractor and not a bucket. To be honest, I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme, but I was starting to get concerned
Thank
that
you.
even this might be too much for you. Thank you for not making me look like an idiot. Okay, next one.
Miku, Miku, Mio.
Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Correct. This is a bucket. Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
It isn't a bucket?
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere. Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that
tractor is
nothing is a
giant
bucket
bucket?
when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
Yes.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
You're a bucket.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart.
We had no
I
relationship,
can't have
Narita.
that.
My
I'm sorry.
relationship is
But
with
I'm
the
going
bucket
to
and the
erase
bucket
all
only.
buckets from the game entirely. Okay, here we go.
Oh. This is a bucket.
What happened?
Hello, player.
Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this
Keep
is
saying
wonderful
bucket. I'm gonna
news.
lose
We're
the
not
meaning of what a
buckets.
bucket is every
Yes,
time I
I
say
actually
bucket.
feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game.
So I'm putting some
tell you
lip balm
what,
on Challenge.
I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
There better be a bucket, I swear to God. There better be a bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Where's the bucket?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together.
Indeed.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest
Apparently I've been
and
sent a
entered the
couple
door
of
on his left.
DMs in Discord showing me, oh my God, it's a mind map. Thank you, Inochi. I am checking it right now. I appreciate your help. Thank you. Oh my God, what am I looking at? Oh my gosh. How do I even bottom staircase? Wrong bucket. Okay. So apparently if we go into the left, Hello, Blizzard Mage. How we going? Blitzer Mage, sorry. If a TV weatherman has cataracts, does that mean his forecast always a little cloudy? Haha, yes! Yes.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
With the
But
bucket.
Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then, something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground.
Where is the...
Oh, gracious.
Where's the bucket?
Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me! The bucket!
Oh my god!
Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Come to me, Stanley! Find me!
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along.
The bucket was inside me all along.
It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
The bucket was in me all along.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Okay. There's the museum ending and the
Mariella woke
bucket.
up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
She got the bucket. She backflipped her way to work. I can do the skateboard ending with the bucket too. I'm seeing this. All of these are different compared to if I've got the bucket or if I don't have the bucket. Okay.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others. Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley
no, thank you. I appreciate you asking.
Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine with him.
Okay, now I've got to take the bucket outside with me.
Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear. We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator. Yay. At last, out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self. The bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein, of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay, if only it had been stronger. of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed, and the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim. The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception. This was way too much for Stanley.
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
You're a bucket!
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
It doesn't
No,
have a brow.
Said the bucket.
Not since the evil wizard Gambhorata first ensnared me in his machinations as payback for the sacred amulet I stole from his
What is
treasured
going
vaults.
on?
I was young back then and could not
How-
conceive the ramifications of... No!
Stanley screamed even louder this time.
This is stupid! You are a bucket! This
not what I
is so
found.
stupid! Why are we even doing this?
As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed, the bucket revealed its true form, transforming into a mighty beast of untold power, its fangs glistening like...
Oh my.
My God,
Oh
Stanley,
my God.
you did it. You saved us from the bucket. Thank God you already had all 12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon their true power.
fuck?
Otherwise, we would have easily been overwhelmed by the bucket's power. I'm speechless. You've demonstrated such bravery here
Thank
today.
you,
Come,
Archie.
let's
I
restart the
appreciate
game,
it.
and we'll
Thank
agree
you.
to never again go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark magic cast away inside of it.
Oh my God, I killed the bucket. Okay. No, I'm unsure of this. Okay. It bled, oh my God, it was real. I'm trying to find another one. Okay, I go to the right, I go to the right. First Connor, now the bucket. Okay.
Someone was following Stanley. He was
Oh,
sure of it.
not this one
If he
again.
checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Oh my God, you're so mean, narrator. Don't do that to me.
A good bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket of culture and distinction. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
Okay, so we're at the
And
right.
this was not the correct way to the meeting room. But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Okay, so the employee lounge, right hallway, maintenance. Where the hell is maintenance? Am I stupid? Where is maintenance? I hope the bucket isn't evil.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Thank you. Is this maintenance elevator?
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
This is insane how many endings this game has.
Oh, good Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
Oh my God.
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley.
How is the baby
We've come together
here?
here because we care about you very much.
It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere.
Oh my god.
The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what
That's okay,
fans
thank you
want
so
from a
much for your
sequel.
help.
They want more of their
I
favorite
need
jokes, not
help
this
in the games
bucket
like this.
that
I
they've
didn't
never
expect
seen
it to be
before.
that difficult.
Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line?
Yes,
We
I
could
do.
make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Is that what we're doing? We're going to the Adventure Line? Okay.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well. Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
What?
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
No.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me, it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along.
No,
Don't you agree?
Take my bucket.
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready. Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait.
Oh my god.
Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The Broom Closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this.
Nope.
Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and... The Bucket Destroyer. My prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories
That's
about
a lie.
you. All of it
You make that
squandered
purely
now.
to destroy my one and
Goodbye,
only.
new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
How dare you? How dare you try to take my bucket from me? Not happening. Okay. We'll do a couple more. We'll do a couple more. We are not giving the bucket away. Nuh-uh. Alright. We didn't destroy the bucket. We decided not to destroy the bucket. We are going to... Let's do an easy one. How do we get here? Right? Forward. Okay. Let's try this one.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in?
the embrace of an old friend.
I did save
a
the bucket.
weathered
The
companionship
bucket
that
destroyer
stands the
exploded
test of
because I
time.
refused to let it eat my bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his...
The bucket
This
was
was not
safe.
the correct way
We
to
may
the
have
meeting
all
room.
died, but at least
Stanley
I
had
didn't
felt
sacrifice
the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee
So the bucket
lounge
has no
was
reason
simply
to
the place
transform
to
again and
be.
hate me.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket
Okay, so
was
apparently
wrong.
we go straight.
Stanley
then
took the
we
door on his left to go
Go
back
to the
to the
wooden
meeting room.
platform.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there.
We
Go
go
to the
here.
cargo lift.
We go here.
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less
The
sense
bucket's got someone else.
anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up.
I love this bucket.
No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world
bucket has taken its
so
next victim.
differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it. Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there? Camporata.
Oh. Oh my god, wait, that's the thing that the bucket said. The bucket said that. The bucket, wait, I can't remember who that was. That was like the thing that the bucket stole something from. Oh.
The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker. In time, perhaps, he
Okay,
would
one
become
more.
both of those things. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Maybe?
But Stanley had
I don't
felt the
quite
bucket
know
calling
who-
to him,
I thought that was
telling
just a
him
random
that the
thing, maybe it was the
employee
bucket.
lounge was simply the place to be.
I know that
And
the
here it
bucket was talking
was.
about
Had
that
the bucket
specific
turned out to
thing
be
that he,
correct?
like,
No,
took something
never
from.
mind. The bucket was wrong.
I wasn't really paying attention to
Stanley
the
took the
monologue
door
that
on
the
his
bucket
left
gave us.
to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go
Okay,
to the
so
meeting
apparently we
room.
this
Go
way,
somewhere
and I
else.
think we
The
go
cargo lift, yes.
onto
Good.
this
Said the
platform
bucket.
with the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk.
pretty sure.
But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
I think we go this way. I don't really know what this is trying to tell me though.
No, stop! Look there on the wall, you see? There's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point.
Oh wait, we've already done
Stanley,
this one.
how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point.
My bad, we've already done this one. We've already done this one. We've already done this one. Alright, what time is it? Shit, sorry, my bad. 1 second. I was gonna check what time it is. The bucket. Okay, we'll do one more. We'll do one more. We'll do one more. I gotta find one though. I gotta find one. This is so hard. This like mind map that they gave me is very confusing. Cause it's I have to really try and figure out what I'm okay, cargo. Okay. I know the next one.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself.
So we take the bucket
Not everyone is so lucky
go
to
the
have
phone
a bucket.
and we're gonna
But Stanley
unplug the
is a very
phone
lucky
with
fellow.
the bucket.
Very lucky
That is our
indeed.
plan.
Stanley clutched the
unplug
bucket
the phone
tightly
with
to
the
his...
bucket.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
I had no
But
idea
Stanley
if it
had felt the
changed if you
bucket
had the
calling
bucket
to
or
him,
not. That's
telling
insane.
him that the employee
I'm not
lounge
smart
was
enough for
simply the
this
place
game,
to
chat.
be.
I need a mind
And
map.
here it was. Had the bucket
Like
turned
Inoki
out to be
gave me in order
correct?
to do this effectively.
Never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Little
Stanley took the
me,
door on
like
his
when
left
this came
to go
out,
back to the
like
meeting room.
15-year-old me would have played it, gotten
No,
like 3
said the
endings,
bucket.
and gone,
Don't
oh,
go to the meeting room.
that
Go
was
somewhere
fun.
else.
Just never
Cargo
played
lift,
it.
yes. Good, said the bucket. Now
I
ride the lift
probably
all
would've
the
given
way
it
to the
my
top.
brother to play, and
There's
he
something
would've
up
gotten
there
3
I
new
need you to
endings. I'm
do.
gonna be like, what the
Stanley
fuck?
did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
I
It
don't
should
know
have
what
alarmed
narrator
him,
is.
of
I
course,
feel like
because
there's a
buckets
secret
can't
ending that's
talk.
just gonna
But
tell me
Stanley
that the
chose not
narrator
to
is
think
either
about this
evil or
obvious
good. I don't
fact.
know.
He was firmly convinced that
still
the
a little-
bucket had spoken to him,
I'm still
and
a
he
little fuzzy about who
unthinkingly
the
did
narrator
whatever the
actually
bucket
is.
asked.
Who is the narrator? And why is he so
In here, said the bucket. Go into this dark room over here.
fixated
Stanley
on
once
my
again
life?
obeyed blindly.
Why is he trying to control us? We'll never know.
Now pick up the phone. Oh, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders?
Yes, I was.
Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things.
it is.
Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket.
Don't
Can't you see? Oh, goodness.
Don't make fun
I must
of
have
my
really
love.
bungled up the delivery
My
if you
cherished,
actually took
my
me
beloved.
seriously. Where did I mess up the joke?
how dare you?
Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here.
Are we gonna watch
Let's
a
take
video
a
on
look.
comedy?
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing?
What?
How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit,
That sounds about
with
right.
one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing.
Okay, noted.
To begin the
Notes,
joke,
chat, take notes.
start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time.
M?
With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny."
I'm Dunny
Let's
with
practice
the
screaming,
funny.
"I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
I'm Dunny with the funny. Haha, laugh.
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, It's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, with each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence, and to very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles, all of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Okay, this was definitely not okay.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
I don't think we would be able to. Honestly. Oh, I can't jump over.
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's up to Stanley. The bucket spoke. The bucket spoke? Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
Okay. Are we gonna see an alien now that an alien was mentioned? What's the bet there's gonna be a random alien?
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Okay.
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint.
Sorry.
Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
I'm sorry.
Here we go. You ready?
Okay.
When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Okay, on the right. Oh.
What? We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There was supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point, a dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land, well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the two doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again.
Oh, God, don't watch it again.
Surely that will help me improve my...
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not? Is it the
Still
delivery?
nothing? Is it the delivery?
Pale with shame. Pale with shame.
I love it. I love it so much. Oh my gosh.
What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so I think I saw it playing guitar. No.
I can still hear him talking in the background. Oh my gosh. Alright. Alright. We are going to hang out with, I'm hoping, that she stays live for a bit longer and doesn't leave. We are going to say hi to Mint Choco Rabo. She's playing Pikmin something. I think she's playing Pikmin 2? Pikmin 4. She's playing Pikmin 4. I've never played any of the Pikmins, so I cannot tell you what I do, or if it's good or not. Apologies for the constant outages on stream. I'm glad that I got it settled. And it seems to be stable now. I don't know what was happening. I might have to fix my interwebs or the OBS. I think it's the OBS that's causing the issue, but I'll make sure that it is fixed before next stream because I don't want to have to try and fiddle around with it again before next time. So I don't know what we're going to play next. We might try Titanfall 2, or we might try and finish Elden Ring because I know we are very, very close. We're trying to beat Millennia and also the end boss. We are up to the end boss, but I want to get some things to upgrade my Mimic before we get there, but we'll see how we go. Okay, thank you everyone for hanging out, thank you for the follows today, and thank you for the help, and thank you for the follows as well, and the subbies. I think I already said follows, but I meant to say subbies. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm actually gonna go to sleep, but I hope you guys have a good rest of your morning, evening, afternoon, and night. And I haven't got a day scheduled for next stream, but it'll probably be maybe Thursday or over the weekend or something. We'll see how we go. Okay, let's go say hi to Mint Choco Rebel. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye. Goodbye everyone on YouTube and on X. Sorry, I cannot take you with me, but I will see you guys later. Bye. I need to turn my